Everyone, this is Krishna and welcome back to my channel. This is part 3 of practical question series in React, and if you have not watched my previous tutorials on this, you can go back to my channel and watch them. And in this video we are going to see three scenarios. One is how to display data entered by the user in another text box. Let us suppose we have two text boxes, and if user has entered data into one text box, we are going to display that data into another text box. So the next one is how to loop array or array of objects in React. So let us suppose you have some dynamic data coming from the API or static data what you have written in the array. So how to display that to the user. So the third one is how to conditionally render an element or text in React. So let us suppose you have a text, you have two different texts, and based on the condition you want to display the text. If it is true, you are going to see one text, and if it is false, you are going to show another text. So for this we are going to use state concept and ternary operators, and for looping we are going to use map or for each. So for this I have created a project called React 2, and in this I am going to use app component or the parent component, app.js as the parent component, and part3.js as the child component. So I am going to give this code in the GitHub link, and I am going to write the code in this part3 and app.js. So here I am going to take two inputs. One is for entering the data and another one is for displaying the data. This is input 1 and this is the input 2. Now I am going to take onChange method a arrow function, and once user changes this, I am going to call handle change method. Now I am going to create this by using arrow function. So in order to store whatever user has entered, I have to create some variable constant input data. This is for storing the data, and set input data. This is for setting the data. In order to manage the state, we are going to use useState, and initially I am setting it to empty value or empty string. Now once user changes this, I am going to get the data from here. Here we are going to set the data, set input data of event dot target dot value. Now we are storing the data into this variable. Now our requirement is to store or to show the data whatever user has entered in text box to another text box. So for this I am going to use this value property, and I am going to assign this input data. So let us save this and check whether it's working or not. So you can see here it got compiled, and we have used this part3.js in our app component.js. So let us head back to our browser. So you should be able to see two text boxes where we can enter data into one text box and display into another text box. So you can see here whatever user has entered in one text box, we are able to show that in the another text box. So we can show this in either drop down or radio button, everything. So directly we can append this input data to the text. So in this way we can show the data. And the second one is how to loop an array or array of objects. So for that, let us take some array or initial state equal to, here I am going to create one array which consists of id as 1 and value as array or something called option 1, and I am going to take another object with id as 2 and value as option 2. Let us save this. And the next one is we have to create some variable array data. In order to set this array data, I am going to use array data, set array data. So it should be small. I am going to use useState in order to store the data, and I am going to assign this with the initial state. So whenever user refreshes the page or comes to our application for the first time, this array data will be initialized this with this array. Let us save this, and I am going to take h1 tag here. Inside this h1, I am going to render this array. In order to render this array, we are going to use array data dot map. So you can use map or for each, it's your wish. Inside this map, I will be having two attributes or something, data comma index, and inside this I am going to return some span. And inside this span I am going to show data dot value, and you can place data dot id as well. And to this span I am going to give key as data dot id. That's it. Let us check whether it's working or not. I am going to save this. So let us head back to our browser. It got compiled successfully. So you can see here we have got two options. They are in the same line because we are using span. If you are using h2, it will be changed automatically. Ctrl S. And if we head back to the browser, you will be able to see in the different lines. So in this way we have achieved the second one. And the third one is how to conditionally render an element or text in React. So for this I am going to create a conditional based variable called condition and set condition. This is for changing the condition, and I am going to use useState and setting the initial state of this variable as false. And here I am going to use an h1 tag where I am going to display the text based on the condition. If condition is true, we are going to show true. If condition is false, I am going to show the text as false. And I am going to take another button. So once user clicks on this button, I will change the condition. For this, I am going to choose on click event handler and an arrow function and a method name called handle condition. So once user clicks on this, I am going to create a method called handle condition. So once user clicks on this, I am going to change the condition. Not condition. So let us save this. So it is getting compiled. Line 28, we are showing some issue. So it got compiled successfully. So in this way we can change the context based on the condition. So in the place of text you can use any element like text box, drop down, anything. It can be tabs, etc. So we will see another one where I am going to use h1 instead of ternary operator. If the condition is true, we will render some data. If the condition is false, we will be hiding the data. So for that, we are going to use this operator, ampersand operator. True 1. In order to show and hide the element, we can use this syntax. So let us refresh this. So you can see here, if the condition is true, we will be able to see the text. If it is false, we will not be able to see the text. It will be hidden. So in this way, we can achieve these 3 scenarios using React. So if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you.